that movement just to get the ball to seam away from the left-hander, and now brings on Akil as the new batsman facing his first delivery as Waqar looks to just unsettle the right-hander.
Captain on strike. Goes for the big shot. No surprises at all. We mentioned he was going to go after the bowlers from ball one. And first ball, he starts his innings with a maximum. What a way to open his account. 6 of the first ball. We've seen this before in the tournament as well. This one was into the slot. And he gets maximum result for that.
Now look at that for intent. First ball to turn down there. What a way to open your account there. 6 of the first ball. Pressure on the bowler immediately.
Well, absolutely. It's not generating that much pace as well. That made it much more easier for Akil. This time on the onside, just swings it away. That will be another boundary towards the right of the shot. Fine leg fielder. Waqar disappointed, but he should be disappointed with the way that he's bowled this one onto the pads and just had to get some bat on that one, and it raced away towards the boundary.
That's far too loose a delivery after being hit for a 6.
That's an arm ball to start off from Usman, just going straight with the angle, and he was trying to hit that one on the onside, almost missed the leg stump there. Once again, Usman. This time it's up in the air. He's connected that one really well. Has that hit the rope on the full, or has it just bounced before? Looks like it has bounced. And that will be the first boundary against the left arm spinner as well.
Well, what a shot again. Just clears that leg out and just opens up the shoulders, uses his power. It has bounced just in front of the ropes there.
Come out with some aggressive intent today, Suraj.
Well, he has made his intentions far too clear from the get-go. Ball one where he smashed that for a maximum. He is targeting anything and everyone that comes his way. Watch out there at the bench. You might be under trouble here. The skipper has got hold here. He's in full momentum, full flow.
There you go on your screens. Mr. Imtiaz Mirkar, team manager and ex-Mumbai zonal player as well, in white. And in the specs, Mr. Saurabh. Mr. Imtiaz Mirkar, team manager and ex-Mumbai zonal player as well, in white. And in the specs, Mr. Saurabh, the present team coach and ex-Saudi national player who's been a part of this Saudi national team for 7 years and has a record.
Shot that was. I'm sorry to interrupt there, Bunch. We'll get back to it, but you have to see this shot here. That is hit with tremendous amount of power. Look at the way the ball travels from there. It's a massive heave. The skipper is showing no signs of slowing down here, Bunch. He has caught hold of the bowling.
End of 2 overs. Waqar continuing from over the wicket, this time to the left-hander. He's got a slip in place this time. Let's see how he can work with the angles. This time the ball swinging in, flicks it on the onside. Beautiful shot past the mid-on fielder. He gives it a chase, but the ball is surely going to win that chase as well. First boundary from the bat of the left-hander now.
Besides joining the party now, he's feeling left out. Akil has done all the damage up front. This time onto the onside. Look at the way he just elegantly flicks that with a bit of elevation into the gap. And the ball was always going to win the race. Deep into his crease. Gets that perfect assistance in terms of extras here. Wide deliveries. Waqar hasn't gone according to plan with his first 8 deliveries. He's been hit very consistently. Needs a bit of fortune in his favour.
Right then, Waqar, he's been expensive, none for 17. Flicks that one on the onside. One bounce and the ball goes towards the boundary as well. Yes, that will be a boundary, just bounced in front. And Syed now is not going to miss out on these opportunities as we've mentioned before as well. This poor bowling from Wakar here. Easy pickings on from the pads and into the boundary she goes.
Well, what a nonchalant flick that was. Said well and truly gotten his eye in here. He's playing some already in this over. He needs to have a look as the fielder, you can say, got caught in the floodlights there. Lost complete track of the ball.
And you can see what the fielder was trying to say. The floodlights and also the wind, I guess, might have just disturbed him in the end.
Again, pulls well. It's a commanding shot there from Said. This time he doesn't miss out and gets the boundary. Straight towards the dignitaries there, places it to perfection. Said gets his third boundary, and now he's well and truly looking to catch up with the skipper.
Well, it looked like Syed was playing the second fiddle for the first 2 overs, but he's come back and he's come back in some style. Did not get majority of the strike in those 2 overs. Now that for a maximum, the initial reaction was that it hasn't gone all the way, but then he got full result for that one as well and gets off the mark yet again, just like his captain, with a maximum.
My goodness, look at the power on display again. Didn't look like he might have timed that to perfection, but enough power on it. Using the pace of the bowler, of course, but enough with the shoulders. And that is again some way to open the account. And it looks like it's a common tactic here where every player is looking to open their account with a bang here.
Absolutely, we've seen it in the previous games as well that Tamimi Tafga batsmen have looked to start off with sixes and fours and clear the outfield.
Bowler, of course, but enough with the shoulders. And that is again some way to open the account. And it looks like it's a common tactic here where every player is looking to open their account with a bang here.
Absolutely, we've seen it in the previous games as well that Tamimi Tafga batsmen have looked to start off with sixes and fours and clear the outfield, go in with that positive approach as well. Asghar Altaf on that occasion opening his account with a six. This time a good delivery from Nikash, the bowler.
Much better there. Dot balls have been few and far in between. The two openers really taking on the charge and have given Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club the perfect platform here. This cricket club.
Not to forget the 50 was up with that six as well. 50 up in just 20 deliveries, which makes it the joint fastest half century by a team in this Saudi Foundation Day Cup 2025.
Well, Nikash started off with a wicket. Since then, it's been the batting side. Syed on strike. Here goes Nikash. Oh, he's cleaned him over. What a delivery that is. It's a peach. It's an absolute peach. And now both openers back in the hat. What a quick turnaround this has been. Nikash is over, has delivered the goods. First, he takes off the skipper, and then the left-hander with an absolute beauty.
Both openers back in the hut. What overs, mind you, can really change the complexion of this game. So these two will have to be a bit wary now. Last 2 overs of the power play. Usman has gone for 18, but he's back bowling with the new ball. Here comes Usman Khalid. Short this time, smashes that one over mid off. One bounce, two bounces, and the ball goes towards the boundary. This is a powerful shot from Asghar, and it was very wide off the stumps, and that's why he got the room to just open up his shoulders and smashes that one over the infield on the offside.
Far too much width on that occasion. It's a
Rush is touching, is turning into gold at the moment. It's dismissed the two right-handers now and the left-hander in the previous over that he bowled as well. Third wicket for Nikash. Once again, Asghar going for that shot on the onside. Gets a leading edge and an easy catch inside the circle. Big wicket once again. Nikash, he might not have the pace, but he surely has the control. And of course, that late swing, which we've spoken about so many times. Three fielders getting underneath that, but in the end, it was Noman, I think, who gave the call and latches onto that one rather simply in the end.
big wicket that, and again, it's just before.
So, a pretty productive power play, it must be said, as far as the runs are concerned for Tamimi Tafga, they'll be very disappointed with the number of wickets that have fallen as well. 3 wickets. Just do not want top three of you back in the hut in the power play.
Final delivery. The power play again. He goes for elevation. He's got that into the gap. The ball races away to the boundary, and it's a psychological boost for Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club as they end the power play with the boundary. 8 runs and a wicket off that Nikash over. It's a nice way to end the power play. If you're a Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club player, nice way to just open the face of the blade and just use the elevation for the boundary.
Well, absolutely, that's a brilliant shot. Just look.
Delivery there, angling in towards the top of off stump and nearly looking to get a quick single there.
Well, thank you, Suraj and Vansh. That's been a significant start to Tamimi Tafga CC. They will not minding losing those 3 wickets because they have got some good numbers on the board.
Goes big, he chases after him. Good sound of the bat. That should carry away for nicely for a maximum. Bilal makes his intentions very clear there. He was being very watchful in his first 9 deliveries. In the 10th, he gets the ball just tossed up and he deals with it with a maximum.
That's a beautiful shot playing with the spin. Usman Khalid has been a bit expensive this evening, and they continue to get the
The ropes for a maximum. Pressure on Osman. He's been expensive. Look at those stats. None for 32. He's still got 4 deliveries left in this over. Bilal just eyeing that leg side again. Might just clear that front leg. Tosses that. He goes big again. Good sound of the bat. Does it have enough to beat the fielder? It's a despairing effort, but the ball finds its way to the boundary. More pain for Bin Delamah Royals Cricket Club as Bilal gets a boundary after the maximum.
well, absolutely. Fortune favors the brave, as we keep saying this. Nothing is going in the favor of Bindalma Royals at the moment. Usman Khalid has done a great job in the previous games that we have seen, but this time credit goes to the batsmen of Tamimi Tafga. Absolutely, they are showing no mercy to any bowlers here. Well, this is kind of an intent that you need to carry, no matter what the scores are showing on the board. This time again, a thick outside edge. Will that be beating the fielder inside the circle? He's under the chase, and the ball will have the legs to clear the boundary. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. This from Usman. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Bilal, the man who is absolutely showing great positive attitude at the moment.
And the clarity of thought has been very, very clear since he's got there. He's just waited, he's bided his time, and now he senses the opportunity to
Boundary will have to wait for the call of the umpire. Has that fallen short of the boundary rope? This is turning out to be a massive, massive over from Tamimi Tafga's point of view. He's absolutely taking each and every single delivery from Usman Khalid.
He has absolutely clobbered that. It has bounced just before the ropes and found its way to the boundary. But yet another expensive over, and the decision to go spin again has backfired for Bindelma Royals Cricket Club. The runs keep on flowing here. They're 93 already. There's still 3 overs to go towards the halfway stage of the first innings. As it stands, Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club are well on course for a month. And the pressure arrives. The skipper goes back to Nikash, knowing that he might just be able to deliver the goods. He has been absolute gold dust here. 2 overs, 3 for 16. And while his colleagues have been treated with carnage, he has shown real composure and he's gotten 3 wickets with his team needing him a lot more. Again, he's opened the face of the blade. What a clever shot that is from Abdul. That is such a good shot. A bit of width on offer, but the way he dealt with it was expert. Opens the face of the blade, runs it down fine for a boundary.
Well, Abdul joins the party here with Bilal. That was not at all a bad delivery, but late cut into that gully region will be giving him a boundary, first boundary into his account, and he will get some confidence with that.
Going at a run a ball. And as you look at the projected scores there, as it goes at the current rate, they're looking at 247. My goodness, that would be an improbable chase, even for the likes of Delma Royals. As Navid, the new bowler in. Right armer looking to trouble Bilal here. Here goes Navid. Oh, he goes big straight down the ground, hammers that. What a shot, and what a welcome to the crease that is. As the 100 comes up for Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club off the bat of Bilal. What a hammering shot that is of the bowling of Navid.
Well, that's absolutely flawless cricketing display here from Bilal, dealing with boundaries. It's raining boundaries here at the iconic venue, Al Tamimi Cricket Club of the bat for a defensive shot. He's a busy man when he comes to the batting unit. Keeps himself very busy, scoring those boundaries and mighty sixes. Once again, Naveed to Bilal. This time, right in the slot, and that will be an aerial view to the ball. Absolutely phenomenal. That is a pure 24 karat gold shot from this man. Bilal dealing in sixes here.
Well, Navid's over was ending so well there. He started to find the dot balls, and Bilal just hits him and just crushes his confidence. Look at this for a shot. He gets down on one knee and presents the full face of the bat. That Nikash is back in the attack here. He's got 3 for 22 from his 3 overs. He's been brilliant, but now they need a wicket more than ever. Here
Once
goes
again,
Nikash. Oh, he goes to leading edge. Massive moment in this match. Can he get the catch? And he does. Nikash delivers in his first delivery in his final over. He really has been the game changer, hasn't he? It's not the danger man Bilal, but it's Abdul who has to depart. Nikash seems to be pulling up wickets at regular intervals. He has been a one-man wrecking crew for Bin Delamah Royals Cricket Club. Massive wicket. He gets the fourth. It's 1-1-1. Good comeback. And Rajesh has come in and he's just applied the brakes.
well, Bilal need to be a bit more sensible here at the moment. He has delivered what he has to in the first half of the innings, but he has to take this momentum forward, capitalize the innings. Nicely bowled and well played this time. A well directed shot. Easy pickings for Umar. Played it into the fine leg region for a boundary. What a way to get that boundary here. First boundary into his account.
That's a clever, clever shot, isn't it? It was just a bit touch higher on that occasion. Just using it to guide it and then find the gap for a boundary. Cricket Club, they'll be looking for a score in excess of 200 mark. With Bilal out there for as long as possible.
Well, the kind of a start Tamimi Tafga has received, they cannot think anything beyond, below 180 because as we have seen, the conditions got better to bat on.
Oh, he's
And
got
this,
him. He's got him. What a big wicket that is. Rajesh in his first delivery in his second over. It is Umar who has to depart. Again, far too much width on offer. Umar was just trying to struggle for runs in this period. And it's a big wicket. And Rajesh, who gets the reward for an excellent first over in his very first delivery in his second, he gets the wicket. And now Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club have a see the wicket there. Oh, it's a spill. Balu cannot believe what's happening there. It's the danger man Bilal who gets his 50 in a streaky fashion. He doesn't time that well. He just takes the pace off it. Long off, just waiting there. Doesn't time his jump. Skips through the fingers and goes for a maximum. And it brings the half century of what has been an outstanding innings there from Bilal. 53 of 26 balls. A brilliant, brilliant innings this. And it takes his team 240 for 5 here. Brilliant stuff from Bilal.
well, what a phenomenal knock this is turning out to be from Bilal for Tamimi Tafga. Has been quiet.
Head back off to Bilal.
Well, absolutely, what a way to bring his half century. He is absolutely delighted at the moment with the way he's playing. Such a prominent player, showing his extraordinary batting skills here. This time goes for a big. Has he put down over there? The reaction of the bowler says it all. That will run away for a boundary again. Some
Well,
big
the
hittings
fielders
coming
have
in
to
from
support
Bilal.
the bowlers, don't they? They really have to support the bowlers. You cannot be dropping the chances of Bilal there. You can see the reaction from the bowler. He's on his knees. Cannot believe what he's seeing. The runs keep flowing for Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club. They're heading towards that 150 mark. They don't really need any help, do they? But the fielders keep dropping these critical chances. Goes big. What a shot that is from Bilal. Clears the ropes and for a maximum. What a way to bring up the 150 for Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club. It's off the bat of Bilal as he races to 64, and Balu's overs going so well right up until the very end, where 10 runs are conceded in the final two deliveries. It's 14 overs gone. It's 152, which Rajesh is bowling with.
64 of just 30 deliveries. He's showing his class here. Some power hittings from this big man. Again,
Goes big
stand
again.
and
Chases after
delivered.
that.
What
What
a
a shot.
shot!
What a shot, Bilal, that is. Ken gets onto his back foot, rocks back, and hammers that over long on for a maximum. Well, Bilal is putting on a masterclass here. He races on to 70 here. And even Rajesh is going for the big shots.
Well, what a Bilal can swiftly change things for Bindalma Royals.
No, 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 you cannot drop that catch. Not in that fashion, not that batsman. It was a simple catch right in the breadbasket, and he might just make them pay here. Two deliveries left.
Well, this time it's the man who has been silent for a while since his arrival on the crease is making no mistake to dispatch that delivery out of the park. Waqar Ahmed has joined the party here along with Bilal.
What a shot that is. My goodness. The timing on it is impeccable. And they were worrying about Bilal and having dropped.
Foundation Day Cup 2025. We've already seen a couple of 190s and a couple of 180 run scores. This looks like we're going to cross that 200 barrier for the first time in this tournament. Here comes the spin. This time, Shashin. Right arm off spinner into the attack. Smashes that one straight. And this time, towards the fielder at long off. Balu George, the tall man, stationed at the perfect position and takes that one rather simply in the end. A change in bowling attack working in favor of the Bindelma Royals.
Yes, indeed. Shashin, the man who has given a big
Commentators, for the cameramen, for everyone who's been working so hardly as well. A big thank you to all the event partners, broadcast and event partner Pacific Star Sports. Almost all the personnel have done an amazing job in this tournament so far. It's high up in the air this time, and it's gone for a maximum. For a moment, I thought the long on fielder might be entrusted, but it went sailing over that fielder in the deep. And Wakar continues to be expensive here, Rahmat.
as long as this man is staying back on the crease, it is not going to be an easy cakewalk.
Going to be a single there to bring Asif back on strike.
Well, as we can see the droplets on the venue at the moment, it is not going to be an easy run chase for Bindalma Royals coming in the second innings. Things will be a bit tougher for them, difficult for them. This time, a beautiful catch taken in the third man region. Nazar is the man who is coming back in the action. Everything depends on this man now. Wakar has done that job, picking up a wicket, though he has got a bit expensive in the first spell, even though getting a 6 in this over, but a wicket into his account will definitely give us some. Will they able to pick this man, Wakas? That is a big question.
Absolutely, that is going to be the big question Final delivery of Wakar's third. So far, he's produced a wicket and 11 runs.
High up in the sky once again. Has he got the distance? That's a mighty blow. That's a big six coming in from Vakas. He's just dealing in sixes here. The sixes we have seen from Bilal was just the highlights. And this time, that was a trailer, and this is some hittings from Vakas giving the climax shot to the innings.
What? Here comes Usman. Will be another wide. He'll have to re-bowl that. How much are these extra deliveries gonna cost him? Well, we'll get the answer to that in just a couple of moments from now. None for
Yeah.
50. He's been very, very expensive. Slight pause, but that doesn't matter for Wakas. Smashed that one, and he smashed that one for four. Long on fielder does a bit of a scrappy job in the end. He should have really stopped that one, but gets a four in the end. Does Wakas here?
Yes, definitely should have stopped that one. Usman Khalid is already having a bad day here and he cannot afford his fielders to do that stuff. That was
Big hits, 33 of 19. Shashin into attack once again, continuing. That's a brilliant ball, but unfortunately, the umpire just calls that one a wide. He's looking to bowl that one way outside the off stump. Once again, this time it's high up in the air. This should be taken. In fact, it just sails over long off's head. For a moment, I thought Balu George might be interested in that one, and given the height that he has, he might as well latch on to that one simply. But the wind helping the ball to just go over his head. And have a look at that shot once again. It was high and handsome from the bat of Wakas. This time smashes it towards long off yet again. Balu George is in some business. Oh, that's a direct hit. Just as we were mentioning about Balu, they were looking to come for the two, and that's a wise call as well. Zakaria in the end had to sacrifice his wicket for Wakas to be on strike. They'll only get one run and a direct hit from the deep. Brilliantly done from Balu George there.
well, Tafga will not be minding this wicket at all because their main man still on the crease. Onto the striker's end. Have a look at the throw. Straight onto the bullseye. Catch! But he puts it down but will not be having any significant role in that one, even if he latches onto that one. That was a free hit. Austin John, the man in action, has dropped it. Dancing on the track, but this time he hasn't got timed enough. That will be a catch straight towards the Naveed, the man who can make no mistake this evening. Big wicket coming in. Wakas departs after scoring a massive run of 44 in just 25 legal deliveries.
Well, he was looking to challenge all the fielders as well. Couple of drop chances in the Altaf, 12 of 6 as well. One boundary and one six for him. A quick fire 12 from his bat. Nikash Arshad getting him out as well. Naveed Ahmed taking that rather simple catch in the deep. Then came Bilal and Abdul Wahab Khan onto the crease, out of which Bilal Yunus completely looked to dominate all the medium pacers and the spinners, of course, as well. Just freeing his arms on to the onside on that one, and on this occasion as well, clearing long on. In fact, that one was a tough chance. Clearing the fielders in the deep with the ease here was Bilal. Got a few lucky edges towards the boundaries as well, but an excellent display of.
It's not the start with both batsmen not finding the fluidity. It's good to see support always on the sidelines from the dignitaries, the sponsors, and everybody involved in this wonderful tournament. As Delamah Royals Cricket Club not really getting a move on in this chase so far.
This time off the back foot, goes past point. Point fielder should have done a better job there, and the ball just has enough to take itself towards the boundary. It's a really good shot from Balu. Plays it off the back foot this time, but the point fielder should have done much more better there, Suraj.
It was a good shot, though. I think he just got that wide, and knowing that it went low and went quickly, that's a very clever shot there from Balu. Yeah, the fielder could have done better. Just throws himself. The rest of the bowlers a lot easier task as they look to defend. As we look at the current run, the required run rate rather, under 12 and over. Done well here, 30 for no loss. That wickets column has been crucial that they've kept that at nil. A lot of work to do with the bat still. Here goes Numan.
Dancing down the wicket, gets the edge, and that one will race away towards the boundary. A streaky boundary from the bat of Usman as he advanced down the wicket. Noman adjusted well to that challenge, bowled it much more fuller, but still gets the outside edge, and that goes past that short third man fielder for a boundary.
Yeah, he'll take that. He gets the reward for taking that aggressive approach. Not easy dancing down.
That required run rate might as well creep to above 12, above 13 with one or two good overs, and that will just make things even tougher for the Bindelma Royals.
Yeah, that required run rate will creep and creep very quickly. That's how swiftly things move in this format with no man going and targeting the stump. He might have got the wicket. The batsman walks here. It's brilliant from Noman. He's come steaming in with every delivery with intent. And it's Usman who's had a tumultuous time at the crease, and it comes to the end. Noman strikes, and Bin Delma Royals Cricket Club lose their first wicket. It's 34 for 1.
Go for some big runs. At least they need to score a couple of boundaries from every single over from here on.
Long way to go here. Kamran looking after that first over. With real discipline. Again, he gets the edge there. Might land safely. The aggressive approach goes straight into the hands of Kamran. And Naveed's tough time in the crease comes to an end. Really struggled out there in the middle. Gets nowhere near the pitch of the ball there. Thick edge. Straight back to the bowler with elevation. And Kamran completes the catch. The second wicket departs for Bindelma Royals Cricket Club. It's 55 for 2.
Well, completely beaten by the extra pace offered by so far in the tournament. And coming back to the bowling attack, well, it's been on the name of Waqas Ahmed as he tops the table in the highest wicket taker. 8 wickets, 8 wickets on his name.
There goes Zakri again. Oh, he's got the edge and that carries. He's gone. Firoz will have to walk. Zakaria with real pace. Firing that towards the skipper. Just gets enough on it. Straight to the hands of the keeper behind who makes no mistake. A very good catch behind the stumps. And Bindelma Royals Cricket Club have lost their third wicket. Zakaria strikes. Brilliant stuff from the fast bowler.
Fired and such a lethal bowling unit of Tamimi Tafga. Someone has to get that onus and go for some big hittings, changing the bowling this time. Spin bowling comes into the attack.
Now Asif has been introduced and he will hold on to Rajesh here as he tosses it up nicely. Here goes straight over the bowler's head. That's a good shot there from Rajesh. A welcome sight there as Asif just tosses the ball up to Rajesh and he duly obliges with a welcome boundary.
Well, he's changing gears now. That was a tossed up delivery, played downtown. A bounce over the boundary rope.
Spinner instead, can't get that away. It's another dot ball.
Well, the things are looking difficult here for Bindelma Royals. They're literally struggling to pick up on the easy singles as well. Juicy full toss delivery. He missed on the length, and Balu will be ensuring that the ball will be traveling over the fence in the square leg region for a boundary. Well, this is turning out to be a bit expensive over from Asif.
That's a good shot there. Much needed. Not where he was intending it to get it, but just the intent to go after that gets him the boundary. A much needed boundary as Balu has stayed for a very long time out there in the middle. 21 of 26 deliveries. As he shot right in front there. not at the head. It was an appeal, an expectation rather than anything else.
Probably missing that leg stump. That was a flipper from Asif. Well, these are the variations that he carry. This time, a thick outside edge will be straight away taken by the short third man fielder. And Balu departs after a struggling 21 runs. Asif is the man who has given the breakthrough. The change of the bowling has already worked in the favour of Bindalma Royals. They are 4 down on to 70 on the board.
70 for 4 here. Asif, after being well, extras really have helped Bindelma Royals Cricket Club in terms of pushing their total. A bit sloppy there from the keeper as the ball just kept a touch low. Unfortunate from him. I don't think Zakria will be very pleased with that. He just wants to bowl and keep things as tight as possible. 4 runs added to the Bindelma Royals case.
This time high up in the sky, has got the leading edge, couldn't connect it well. There comes the man Wakas with the safe hands. Easy catch for him. 5th wicket down. Zakaria has got this man again. Rajesh departs.
Brilliant bowling from Zakria. Superb. He's just hurried the batsman once again. It's nowhere near the pitch. 2 new batsmen coming out in the middle. Number 6 and number 7 finding themselves in a tough situation, and this is where Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club can just run down the over swiftly here. Use a bit of spin as we see Asif back in the attack. He is such a lethal customer, so difficult to hit even on his off days. Now bowling with real discipline and grip. He goes big, he's chased after it. Nazar makes contact. That is a brilliant catch. Well, the fielding from Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club has just been the icing on top of the cake. Wonderful work out there in the deep for the catch to be completed. Asif gets his second. Bindalma Royals Cricket Club lose their 6th wicket. It's 76 for 6. And Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club inching close. And now he's looking to just add the misery to the opposition here.
Yes, you rightly mentioned. Tricky bowler, typical Asif. You know how to get back things. This time couldn't time it well, and it will be a wicket for Asif again. That wasn't a bad delivery though. He actually wanted to sweep it hard, but couldn't find the willow on it. Just a leading edge and an easy catch in the follow-through region for Asif. 3rd wicket for him, and it's all happening here at the Al Tamimi Cricket Ground. The wickets.
Spot on there. This is what will really help them going forward. Massive victories, not just the points on board, but that net run rate play a huge factor as the games go on here. Brilliant stuff from Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club. Seeing what's in front of them and how they have dealt with it has been brilliant. Here he goes for the big shot there. Wakar might be caught here. Instead, he finds the boundary. What a shot that is from Wakar, catching the meat of the blade and finds the boundary. A welcome boundary. It's been few and far between for Bindalma Royals Cricket Club, but it's a boundary nonetheless off the bat of Wakar.
Yes, that was right in the slot, and he nicely managed to go downtown. That was middle of the bat. That beautiful sound. Deliveries, required run rate, asking run rate 22.17. That is some big number.
Still mathematically possible. Till we don't see the 36 run mark, we can see the game is there in the balance. But Tamimi Tafga Ultra Cricket Club beautifully bowled. How about that for a first delivery? Asif is spinning a web here. A sensational delivery to dismiss Wakar, who was looking good with some big shot, but then finds himself castled very soon after. Wakar Malik has to depart. Asif is having the time.
Well, 3 8s at the moment for the Bindalma Royals. It's been a very, very poor effort with the bat, to say the least. It's been an exceptional bowling from Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club, bouncing back from their game yesterday against the Cloud 7 Kalandars. Well, that was some really ordinary bowling from them yesterday, but they've come back superb Sakria gets the middle stump out. What a start to his final over. And what a perfect sight for a fast bowler here. Starts off his spell with that wicket, and Shashi Najib has no clue where that was going. Crashes into the middle stump. Gets uprooted there. It's a loopy delivery. Went straight towards the keeper. Wide delivery called by the umpire. You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to bowl as flighted as possible, and of course give the ball as much of air as he can so that the batsman can go for the big shot. It's short on that occasion. Played well, and played well for a boundary. He's not going to get wickets off that delivery, Rehmat.
Obviously, well, it is not going to be an easy job for a spinner who is coming in. There is a lot of rain coming in, and the ball will be slipping from the hand of him, unable to get that control. Tough job for Asif.
Well,
For the
absolutely. Sponsors providing the much needed support for this tournament and giving the much needed boost for such a tournament to occur. Massive shout out to all the sponsors and everyone responsible in the successful starting of this tournament. It's high up in the air this time, should be taken. It is taken. Captain Akil completes the catch, and a fitting end to this match. Captain Akil has taken that one at deep mid wicket. 104 bowled out have been the Bin Delamah Royals here in this innings, and it's a big win. A victory by 114 runs for the Tamimi Tafga. More number of runs is the margin of victory.